Why, good morning, you beautiful souls. I hope you're having a great Sunday thus far. Now, today is all about that pure relaxation, and how we're going to get into that is a little bit of breath work. We're really trying to open up our channels of chi. Our energy flow is going to be effortless this morning. But with that being said, if you feel like you have a little bit of congestion, this is the perfect time to really clear your nose out. If not, it's going to get cleared out during the breath work, and you just don't want to get stuff everywhere. So go ahead and get those last few wiggles out, blow your nose, get comfortable, relax. Go ahead and give you a few moments just before we begin. And the whole point of this aspect of relaxation is to really bring in your own energy today, to center yourself, to ground yourself, to come back to that recognition of effortlessness of existence, the play. And that's ultimately what everything is meant to really bring us back to, is that pureness of our own being, the effortless expression of yourself. So how many times can we say effortless this morning? Quite a bit, but we're going to get ready to begin here. When you hear the first 3 taps of the singing bowl, allow yourself to take a nice deep inhale with each sound of the ring. And with your exhale, transform it into a gentle and powerful Om. Begin to harmonize and center yourself with the pure awareness of your own looking. Give yourself permission to drop everything, to let go, and to simply be as you are, that silent witness. Don't pay any attention to the temporary happenings within your experience. Allow things to come and go. No tension, no remorse, no resistance, no resentment. Allow all to be. With this final tap of the bowl, shift your attention to the sound of the ring as it fades into silence. So too, just as the sound fades into the quiet and calm, allow all of your desire and need to fixate upon the temporary internal happenings of thought, emotions, and the physical sensations to drop away into the quiet and calm and the unknown in which they came from. In order to assist our own efforts in this inner looking and realization of calm and peace and deep relaxation, we ready the physical form by filling it up with the chi, the energy, this vital force in which we swim in, we live in, and that is ingrained, empowering in each cell within our beingness. Take a nice deep breath in. Allow it to be drawn in for about 4 to 5 seconds, ultimately whatever is comfortable for you. And hold the breath. just as long as you are drawing it in. Begin to now slowly exhale and release for just as long. When the body is empty of air, again, hold this breath, allowing the body to be empty. Repeat this cycle. Find a rhythm that is comfortable for you. Allow this pace, this cadence, to be natural for the body. Continue this box style of breathing and allow the seasons to come and go. As you simply rest within the physical body, and it automatically takes over such breathing. Come to the knowing fully that this life operates just as the breath. Contraction and relaxation. And although there are transitionary states in between, we must come to recognize this operation of duality. And just as we sleep in a relaxed state and we live in this waking state, in the contracted, we must come to recognize that when we utilize the waking conscious state in tandem with the operation of relaxation, the magic and effortless flow of life can be. As you begin to feel more comfortable with this breath, slowly increase the duration for how long you're breathing in, holding, releasing, and remaining empty. Allow these breaths to be harmonious, even, but don't fixate an effort on them. It's this balance of watching, doing, intuiting, and observing. Wrap up your last cycle of this seasonal breath. Begin to raise your right hand towards your right nostril. Turn your head to the left shoulder. And begin to take a deep breath here through just the left nostril. Again, hold the breath in the same seasonal flow, but with your exhale, release the breath through the mouth. Again, holding the body empty of air. Repeat 4 more for a total of 5 breaths, just through the left nostril and exhaling through the mouth. As you continue this breath, 3 more deep inhalations. Continue to focus on the feeling of the body. What is it you feel in terms of the energy moving about, within and around? When you've come to reach this final breath through that left nostril, raise that left hand, placing the thumb on the left nostril. Now turn your head to the right shoulder. Again, take an inhale through that right nostril and transform the exhale through the mouth. Continue with that effortless cadence for 4 more breaths, 5 in total, just as we did on that left side. Again, come to feel the energy move about. What are the happenings to the body? And recognize here that you can observe all happenings and the breath itself. The power of the intuitive knower, that being in which we know as I am. As you continue these breaths, we dive deeper into the state of calm simply through the preparation and utilization of breath. When you have finished with the single nostril breath and release through the mouth, bring yourself back to center, releasing the hands. Here we quicken the pace slightly. When you take a breath in deeply through the nose, instantly exhale through the mouth, and do these breaths rapidly for 10 attempts as follows. And in this final breath, take a deep inhalation, as long as you can, and simply release the breath and hold the body empty of air for as long as you can comfortably before repeating a pattern of effortless breath. It's in this quiet state that we let go of the bodily control. We simply focus on effortlessly holding ourselves empty of air for as long as we can comfortably. But the moment the body feels the need to breathe, this is where you shift your attention to the self. Shift it to the entirety of the experience you're witnessing. For the knower, that sense of I am can simultaneously observe the inner and the outer environment. But most importantly, here we shift our attention to the feelings of energy, of air, of pressure, of heat around us and within the physical form. As the body simply breathes on its own naturally. This is where we utilize the consciousness, that sense of self, for our own energy flow. In this moment, tell yourself, I am peace. For it's these early morning affirmations that program and realign the bodily memory and form. Continue to repeat these I am statements when they are heard to you, either internally or audibly externally. I am abundance. I am effortless. I am love. I am open. I am calm. I am weightless. I am formless. I am energy. I am eternal. I am life itself. I am. I am. I am. And in this marinating of that I am statement, simply remain in that heart space, that throne of the soul, your true position, not judging, not critiquing, simply allowing all to be. In the states of calm and relaxation, and the pureness is effortless. Yet the past attachments to thought and the temporary internal chatter is an affection we must lovingly let go of. This re-remembrance, this falling in love with our truth, comes to recognize fully that the silence, the calm, that peace is our base state. Yet with a bodily attachment to all external and internal happenings of the mind, emotion, and physical sensation, we lose track not only of ourselves, but what is truly entertaining for our spirit, our beingness. For the true entertainment of the heart holds not the space of the temporary chatter, but the eternal peace and calm that is ever unfolding. For the radiant light in which we are is love, and its ocean, infinite. Consciously here, begin to bring your hands into the heart space, as if in prayer pose, palms together, over the heart. Take a deep breath as you slowly raise the hands and palms above the head. Still maintaining this heart space pose, as if you are bringing the hands to the crown. Begin to exhale and bring them back to the heart, remaining in that prayer pose. It's here we begin to visualize ourselves, pumping up our own beingness more and more and more with that light and love with each breath. Again, take a deep breath here as you begin to elevate the hands in prayer above the body into the crown. A slow rhythmic fashion, again, begin to exhale and bring that energy back down through the body. And with your final breath here, begin to take a nice deep and long inhale as long as you can comfortably as you elevate the hands above the head into the crown. And as you exhale, open the palms up so that they face the sky, bringing your forearms together as if you're holding a cup or a chalice. If you need to see, you can look at the screen and see what this will look like above your head. Take 3 deep breaths in this position, as if you're pulling in that prana and chi through the palms, through the crown. And with your exhale, send it to the toes, into the ground. Again, take 2 more breaths here. And with this final 4th breath, take an inhale. And as you exhale, close the palms, bringing them back to prayer over the heart. Whenever comfortable and ready, either leaving the hands in prayer or returning them to the knees at your side or whatever place works best for you. Again, take a nice deep breath in. Effortlessly hold it as long as you can. And for the final shift and focus of our I am presence, allow the body to naturally release the breath whenever it needs to. Shift your attention and focus to your own awareness, to the energy around, within, and about. It's here ultimately that we learn, even through the breath alone, the most simple, subtle, and automatic processes of our experience. We can utilize it to condition the form, to settle, to calm, to be renewed and restored with energy, to release excess, to gain depleted. It matters not what the function is of the breath, but this too is a tool that the consciousness can use to ready itself to clear the ground to hold space for our own inner looking and unfoldment. It can be used to silence the mind, to settle the emotions, and to drop away all physical sensation. For the breath is the chariot to and from the divine. Simply be. Marinate in the space of your own creation. Observe it without judgment. Simply marinate in the beauty. Whenever you're ready, and when you hear the first tap of the singing bowl, place the hands over the heart. And when you hear the tap of the bowl, take a nice deep inhale. And as you exhale, release any and all tensions, transforming it into a powerful Om. Protect yourself. One can say armor up by visualizing a sphere of white light around you, as large as you felt that energy around you in your meditation. Come to know your protective space, your field of energy, and hold it as the sacred ground that is for the sacred being you are. So that you may remain in that womb of peace and calm of your own creation, no matter the happenings of the day. Namaste. I bow to the divine within you. And thank you so much for tapping in this morning. You get a little chest hair, you get the robe action. But most importantly, I hope that you feel the energy flowing. And it's very much so that energetic shift, that amping up, or in some cases, amping down of our energy that brings us back to that state of harmony. And it's important to recognize that when the body is at peace, when the body enters that state of effortlessness, whew, it makes everything else that much easier. When you come to recognize that the angst of the body leads to the angst of the mind and the heart, and you consciously can dial down the feedback of the body, relax it, calm it up, it's just as powerful for the internal realm of the mind and the heart. Now, the important factor here is not just to recognize that the breath can ultimately bring you to a state of peace and to build a practice on it in this sense of pranayama and qigong, that the breath alone can end cycles and patterns just like that. That's the applicable aspect to today's teachings and pointers. Ultimately, it's that no matter what arises in the situations of your experience, just take a breath, and release it. The more and more you begin to do this, the easier and easier it becomes until the breath is your effortless expression of decompression or of amping yourself up. Just getting that energy, getting that fire going, and then doing an action. Or the opposite again. And releasing some stressors. That's the power of you. Each of us has this ability. And when we really master the breath, you can tap into the magic of your own body, your own energy. And the important thing to realize through this, you could say this inner looking and practice of our own internal energy, is that you begin to feel your own energy around you. That which is observed when you close your eyes beyond the bodily movements and beyond the bodily flesh itself. That's your auric field. And the more sensitive you can be to that, the more you can recognize this is your space, your sacred ground. The more you can filter what energies come through. So you can be that rock in the river and the negative stuff just flows around you. You can be that beacon and lighthouse of love. And you can consciously visualize that. Because everything here in this world, in terms of the energetic happenings, arises because of consciousness. We must understand this is what ultimately moves it around. And when you can consciously breathe throughout the entirety of the body, filling up each and every cell, you'll tap into your powers, how you tap into your powers. But the most important thing to know here is that all of us have it. Each of us can tap into the power of the sun. For each and every cell, each and every atom holds such power of creation or destruction. And when you utilize it for your own calm, your own peace, the body can actually do what it wants to do. This thing, this flesh vehicle, it operates automatically for most things, especially its healing. But when you can hold the ground so your body can heal in a space that is stressless, tensionless, we should say that better. That's the magic. It's just as much as when people get in car accidents and they show that if they're tense, they have a higher chance of injuries and the recovery is slower versus just being relaxed and calm. They rarely get hurt. Often why drunk drivers survive crashes because when they pass out, they're comfortable and relaxed. They don't know. And they survive crazy wrecks. That is the power of letting go and remaining in the effortless flow and being relaxed. So when you can carry that with you throughout the day, that pure relaxation, it's a superpower. So with that, may the fruit of knowledge offer a seed, and in that seed may your love, will, and intuition give life and nourishment. For a tree shall grow, and in its shade may you find peace, and offer peace to all whom ask. Namaste. I bow to the divine within you. I love you so much. Thanks for tapping in. Don't miss out on Wednesday. More bangers of satsangs coming. Share, like, subscribe, all the good things and happenings. But most importantly, I love you so much. Take care. Peace.